All right, now we're turning to Mercer County and a new way to get around. The WCPT Transportation Service has officially expanded into Mercer County. So now you can call for rides to the doctor's office, the gym, even the Quad Cities, Galesburg, and beyond. And here to tell us all about it is Transportation Director Morgan Lewis. Morgan, thank you so much for being here with us.
Pleasure to be here.
All right, let's start with WCPT. You started in Warren County. How long have you been there?
We've been there for 40 years.
Wow. And where do you get your money from?
We get our money, we are state and federally funded, and we operate solely from those two, and then whatever contracts we can have with our not-for-profits in the area.
All right, someone might look at this and say, okay, counties like Warren County, Mercer County, they're very rural, not a huge population center there. But tell me how many rides you did last year in Warren County.
I just got those numbers in for the end of this fiscal year, and we had between 45 and 47,000 trips for Warren County alone.
That is huge. So where did this idea of expanding to Mercer County come from?
So we've obviously been expanding and booming just with our services, and we were approached last October by the Mercer County Board to share how we do our service, and they loved our presentation, and they just asked, would you come in and help us? So we were very excited at the opportunity and expand our services to them.
And as of July 1st, you have officially expanded into Mercer County. How does it work? How can someone get a public transit ride with you guys?
So they call our dispatch number 309-734-6001. They do a quick intake to use our services, and then they tell us where they want to go. And we enter it into our dispatch software, and we'll come pull up right outside your door and take you where you need to go. We accept same day orders, so if you need to go that day, we'll try to work with you, or you can book it months out and we can also work with you.
And what's your radius? How far out do you go?
So right now we go clear up to the Quad Cities, and that was an expansion not just for Mercer, but also for our Warren County residents. But we also will go over to Muscatine and Davenport and Bettendorf, and hopefully in the future, if we expand further, we can get over to Burlington as well as Macomb and Galesburg.
That would be huge. And I think the big thing here is the cost. It's really low cost for these rides.
Absolutely. That's the whole point of public transportation, is to give an affordable opportunity. Your tax dollars help pay for this service so that you can. And our service is more similar to a ride share or an Uber. You're just ride sharing it at a cheaper cost than what it would cost to go with an Uber.
Okay, let's say I'm in Mercer County and I want to go from my house to the doctor's office. It's just a few miles. How much does that cost?
$1.
What about if I want to go to the Quad Cities from Aledo?
Anywhere from $5 to $7.
And are you able to do this because of the grants? How do you keep it so low?
So there's a lot of formulating. That's one of the lucky parts of my job, but you just work out the numbers, and between our federal grant and our state grant, we're very lucky in this state to have the Downstate Operating Assistance Program grant that almost doubles the money that we get from federal. We work those out, and then we get some contracts with Medicaid, and we're hoping to get Medicare soon, and it just all works together.
All right, it's only been a few weeks since you've been in Mercer County. Like we said, July 1st was your kickoff date. Have you been getting calls so far?
I just ran a report yesterday, and we have had more than 71 new people ride at least once already in the county.
It speaks to the importance of this, but can you talk a little bit about that? You come from a rural background as well yourself. I mean, how important is it to have a service like this available for people?
Growing up in a very small rural town, if you don't have transportation, you can't even get up the street to the grocery store. So by doing this, it not only improves your rural community, but it gives you that sense of independence back. You know, for an elderly that's stuck at home, that, you know, it's a social, mental battle as well. And this kind of just allows them to get back out. Our drivers love working with people. I mean, they love seeing the smiles on people's faces when we take them to go get ice cream for the day, or something as small as that. And that's what this service is for. It's the little things in life.
All right, so I know you're always looking ahead to the future. You mentioned an expansion. Where do you see this growing?
So we are hoping within the next 1 to 2 years, we can expand our services to cover Henderson County and become a tri-county service. So that will be next on my agenda.
And because that would cover, what would your total population base be then, if you include that?
So if we include that, we would be looking at 40,000 people to 45,000.
Well, you taking your numbers from earlier, 45,000 rides just last year in Warren County alone. It speaks to the need and the importance of this.
Exactly, and the more people that hear about it, the more they use it, you know, because when you're in rural, you're used to driving yourself or finding a friend. Once this becomes available, you start thinking like, oh, I don't have to wait anymore. I can just call and they'll be here in a few minutes. It's a great service, and it's one that even my kids use, and they're 5 and 8, so it's a great service.
Morgan, you got a lot on your plate. You guys are very, very busy. Congratulations on the expansion, and we look forward to seeing what else is next for you guys.
Thank you very much.
For you guys at home, if you want to schedule your next ride with WCPT Public Transportation, you can head on over to WQAD.com and click on the As Seen on TV tab at the top of the homepage.